Hey guys, just a pot here with doing the Alliance War um, with the Rangers Wreckers, and that's what we're looking at right now. So I'm just going to give you guys some replays on your bases. Um, I'll join request. I'm just going to use S7 for the starting ones. Here's your base one. Base one we just basically overpowered, so it was pretty um, it was pretty basic and straightforward. Wasn't much to it for anyone really. So no strategy involved, so I'm just going to kind of speed through pretty fast here because he just drops a couple bombs and then just drops a couple bombs and then walks in, so there's really no strategy. We just used our 3-star bots and kind of went in and bam, bam, bam. So that was base one, Rixius. Base two, S7 did something a little funky, I don't know, but base two was not, yeah, it was interesting, that's for sure. But it's one of the few replays, so for base two, so I'm just going to show it that S7 I think messed up, and it's kind of funny, and still won. But I think if I remember, dropped sharks. He dropped sharks over, so essentially to take out these, and Megs will then walk up, but I think he did it at the same time. Why you would waste your sharks here, I will ask him, and her. I'll ask him. So it just basically comes over and then overpowers, just because the bots are so strong. S7 ends up winning even after kind of a mistake. So it just takes one Mixmaster thing right there, and then all is over. So base 3 and 4 are a little different in actually, let me see if I remember base 3. Base 3, oh, I think base 3 is the time trap. Yeah, base 3. Here's why you got to get rid of your time trap. You can use Gnaw, or you can use Deathsaurus, or be used. Gotta stop using time traps. This base needs to change Ramstorm 68 because this is what's going to happen. And basically he's just going to go up there and just destroy you. I used Gnaw, came up here, dropped my sharks, and went up. So this base needs to change like ASAP because it'll just get creamed. So, and eventually as you want to build up, I'm sure in raids, if you don't have the right bots when you go on a random raid and you randomly get chosen there, then it may not be easy, but in wars, that's just a huge weakness. Base 4 and base 5 are both easily rushable, and that's going to be your big weakness there. Yeah, you can essentially just, I don't even know if Bert, I walked up and attacked, and it looks like Bert will, but you can just rush up here. If you have Scourge clear out this side, or this side, you drop in Megs, and Megs will walk up, and you can just rush right up here, so you have a huge rush exposure. But he's going to even do it different and just kind of destroy everything. So one D-Sword Blast, and it's kind of game over. So that's going to be D-source. So there's a couple ways to, at a high level, this base needs to change because there's, but even the rush is just so simple. Here, let me see if I can use anyone to show you the rush. I walked up and just battled it. Let me see if I get someone else other than D-score. Because that was Bert. See a little different attack here. And here comes the rush. So it just pulls everyone up. So huge weakness. And I'll avoid all the, and they just fight. But really, really easy. Base 5, same thing. I didn't do base 5. What I tried to do was I tried to practice. I'm practicing Scourge and my Vortex. I'm going to give. I don't really. It doesn't matter to me if I win on these easy wars. The wars where the score is really it's just a blowout. I will use that time to practice and do things that normally I wouldn't do because it's kind of a perfect playground for some things. So let me see if I can find Dark Sidious's. There we go. There's a couple replays down there. Mine, basically what I tried to do was I tried to use like I said, the Scourge and Vortex combo. On the first one, Vortex glitched on me, which I didn't know. Vortex has the same or misfire problem that Mixmaster does, and went around and basically shot up here and kind of blew my whole thing. I tried to Scourge these, and then I was going to have Vortex come up and do that one. Scourge this, Vortex come up and clean up right here, and then the same thing right there. I was going to see if they could pull that off, but if not, I had Brawl that can just one-shot there and then just come up, walk up here and beat these. So that was my strategy going in. Here's Dark Sidious walks up. One thing that happened here, Dark Sidious got lucky, never triggered this outpost, and that was pretty huge. And Tantrum's fantastic for that, but as you can see, never triggered a huge one right there, and that was kind of key because those gunners are weak to hotspot. That would have been disastrous to pop this guy, but not. You don't know what the outcome would have been. You never know, but obviously pretty handily just comes in and finishes it off here. But that would have not triggering an outpost. Especially a hotspot for those gunners. That's when those gunners a weakness on that base. Yeah, it was a nice attack. Just went in and kind of smashed away. Let me see if I can find one more base 5 for you. Go through all this and okay. Do I have? Let me see if I can get mine. No, I won't even do it. Let's just go right here. And I think Omega Doom does a rush here up to the side, and I'd rather show you your weaknesses on it. So, yeah, but again, I kind of liked my strategy. It just didn't. I really only had 2 chances because the first one actually did my best and it got blown. But Scourge right here, Vortex, and then Brawl, or if I get lucky, Scourge again. So Omega's just going to rush it get the first UFO. It's called, we call it, it's the double rush. Drop Meg on the first one, and then he's going to come up here to get them to where they all run over and around. So you might as well not have walls here. So I've got to change up your base, Ranger 565, because it's got a huge rush exposure. You're kind of looking like it doesn't, but it does. So it just needs to hop and hop. So I've got to change this one up. Fly through. And that's ball game. Alright guys, Jessup Pod here. Hoping to give you guys your bases just a little bit of, a little look-see of how, a top team is attacking it and, adjust. And glad to see you guys and best of luck.